Patrick Doherty, you shouldn't be watching, you should be making pots. Hopefully you're doing both of those things at the same time so you can get ready for your big show. Looks like we got some people joining, and we'll go slow at the beginning here so that we can let people catch up. But number one, welcome, QCC family. Queen City Clay family is pretty big, but we would like to be bigger. So if you're watching this and you have not interacted with the business at all, welcome. We'd love for you to be a part of the family. We have so much stuff going on right now that I wanted to take a minute and just talk you through all of the fun that is coming up. All right, so if you're like me, the last few months have been crazy, and you might just constantly be living with this little pain in the pit of your stomach. And for me, it was worrying about my kids and trying to make things feel normal and, just get back to some sense of a regular day. And for you, it might be, how you were staying at home might be a little bit lonely. You might be worried about, the next several months or how to get back to that normalcy. You might be a creator like us, and you just haven't been able to do that. Well, we're a clay business, but we're set up to fix all of that, all right? So if you are one of those people sitting at home and you're unsure whether you're ready to come back and make something, the time is now. We have so many cool things set up for you guys. And not just that, we understand, we are concerned too, so we understand we need to meet you at your comfort level and make sure when you walk into that studio, all the worries go away and you're ready to just make it. All right? I've already had a student come to me and say, Ben, I keep getting to the front door and I don't know how to proceed. And I said, go in and make one thing. Just start. Just make one thing. She did. She went in and made one thing, and of course one of our other students walked by and said, hey, that is super cool. How are you doing that texture? All of a sudden it's a conversation, all right? And all of those worries go away. You're two people having a conversation about something creative, and that turns into, how are you going to do next week? Are you going to take vacation? Those types of things. We need to be a community now more than ever. So at the shop, when you walk in to take a class, you will notice that we have hand washing stations everywhere. You will meet all the staff faces and all the student faces with a mask or face shield on. All right? And it's because they care about you. We all care about each other. We're essential. All right? And that's the way we do it. So when you walk in, that comfort level is going to go up right away. As soon as you realize that we've spaced out the entire studio so you can social distance. And by the way, social distancing is a lot easier in 25,000 square feet. All right? You can social distance, you can sit, talk to your friends, make something great, and you still have those awesome staff members walking around helping you every step of the way. As soon as you see that, you're going to be all right. All right? Things are going to start to feel a little bit more normal, and those creative juices will get going, and you'll start to get ideas again. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're here for, and that's what this staff has been working so hard to do this summer. But some of you might not be in the position to where you're ready to come back to the studio yet. That's why Chrissy's been working her tail off to do all kinds of other things to, again, meet you at your comfort level. So maybe it is that you're coming in to take a face-to-face class, because we love those. But if you're at home and you have a little setup, we also are going to have that online option. So you can take a Zoom class, still interact with the staff, talk through ideas, and get the creative juices flowing again, just like we always have. All right? The other really cool thing that is being developed right now, and will be offered very soon, is if you're not in the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area, if you're not one of those people who can come to a face-to-face class or have your setup at home, we are going to have a ton of educational videos, great ones, just like our face-to-face teaching, offered at a membership for the month on our website. And it's not just for those students around the world who want a great educational opportunity, and they want to do it at their own pace, but for you teachers who are at home and trying to figure out what the fall looks like, okay, we have amazing educational opportunities for you too. You can get that membership, look on there, teach your kids how to go out and dig clay. locate it, dig, refine the clay, and make something out of it. You can access a lot of our great Wheel One, Hand Building One, Surface instruction, all from that website membership. So that's coming along too, okay? But that's still local community and out online, all right? We want to take that fun community feel that we have in the studio and bring it right to your neighborhood. So very soon, we're going to be offering what's called cul-de-sac clay. And we're going to pack our van with some tables and some tools, and we can come right to your neighborhood, set up tables at the end of your driveway, take you through an awesome project, pack it all up, take it back to the shop, and fire it for you. All right? So those types of things, bringing your neighbors out, all social distancing at the same time, having a great creative event, that's what we're going to do. All right? We will hopefully lead that into citywide events later on. You know, we're thinking big, as we always do. But once we get through that portion of the setup, we want to bring you back to the fact that right at the beginning of this shutdown, we came out with the to-go kits for pottery painting and hand building. Those are still there. So if you don't want to set up a big table and invite all the neighbors, you just need something for your kids to do for an afternoon, you can always order the to-go kits. We'll get them to you, or you can pick them up and do the project at home. We have Morgan working so hard doing these Facebook Live posts and some Zoom classes, and she's amazing. And we are even getting fan mail now, so she's got a couple letters saying that they watch every one of her videos and do all the projects. So be one of those people, all right? It's a fun thing to do, and she's great. So check her out and make sure to let her know if you're super excited about what she's doing, okay? But once we get past all of that stuff, we still have even more going on down the road here. We have all these ideas, we have all these offerings, and we thought, well, hey, 25,000 square feet, that's pretty good to do that stuff in. But what if we had 50,000 square feet? And so near the end of the summer, we will be expanding into a much larger building. I don't know if you've noticed, but during this post, we might hear an echo, all right? And that is because if you were like me watching Sesame Street as a kid and Grover taught you the lesson of near and far, well, this is near, but over here, this is far, all right? This is a massive new education facility. We can do all kinds of new things. We're going to completely unleash creativity on this area, all right? We have 1,000 ideas. They're all going to come from this center right here. Members, we've got all kinds of time to do this. And because we've got this nice flex time in the middle where we're unsure when this facility is going to be ready, Chrissy again has been at it and decided to launch what we call the Summer of Learning. All right, so the Summer of Learning leading up to this expansion is going to be 2-week classes back to back. All right, so you might not know if you can go on vacation or when you're going on vacation. It might be last minute stuff. We don't know exactly when we're going to be completely ready over here to expand our offerings. So for the entire summer, starting today, you'll see online, we have 2-week offerings. And that means that if you are spastic like me, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but if you're spastic like me, you might want to take slip decorating class for 2 weeks, and then while you're glazing those pots, you jump right into an advanced wheel class, and while you're glazing after the 2 weeks of that, you jump into hand building with Chrissy. You can move around and learn as much as you want this summer. But maybe you're a beginner, and you're not sure at what speed you're at as far as the process goes. You can jump into 2 weeks of intro to wheel and see how that goes, and then jump into 2 weeks of hand building and see how that goes. All right, see which side you fall on at the beginning. Maybe you just want to track like our normal 8-week classes, and so then you would take back-to-back intro to wheel and intro to hand building classes all the way through, just increasing skill level each time. All right, just like our normal classes, if you're a beginner, you're still going to get clay, firing, glazing, a little bit of tools, all of that stuff. All right, so we take care of you. We'll make sure that you walk in and you have the best experience possible. when we get to the end of that summer of learning, and we actually can expand into this facility, it's going to be amazing the offerings we're capable of. So upstairs, we might have some very inexpensive artist booth spaces. So if you're an artist getting started, you need your own space, but you want the entire support of the QCC team behind you, that space is for you. You might go downstairs in this facility and check out the very cool, very temperature-controlled section of the building where you can expand a little bit. You've got storage, you can run a business, and then in the main level of this studio, you might be one of the artists that we put into the gallery first, all right, to show off the new gallery. You might be one of the people who just wants to start their business, rent some office space, but be in one of the most creative areas possible, all right? We're going to be able to offer all of that through this new opportunity, and we want you to come with us. So, if you want to get rid of that little pain in your gut right now, you got to come see us. Sign up for the 2 weeks, start your summer of learning, get out there and do it. And then watch our social media constantly. We'll be doing new posts to update you on where we are with the building, what new things are happening, and how the classes are going. All right? We love you all. We're so excited to have you with us on this journey. And thank you so much for being a part of our team, because you're the reason we get to keep doing this. All right? Have a good day, and let us know what you think.